Hey guys, OCX.TV.TV.gaming.TV, TV.org.gov, OCX.gov.OCX here. And today is a very special video. Today I'm going to teach you a history lesson. Now this is a very important history lesson because in this history lesson we're going to be in a video talking about it. And basically what happened here was we're going to be talking about the history of places being open on holidays. So basically, it all started a while ago. It all started whenever places were being open in general. It all started between two rivers. And between these two rivers is when the very first place opened. And whenever a place opens here, we all know what happens. More places start opening, and then they start opening more places, and then eventually, the place starts opening. But they were always closed on one single day. And that one day is also like 3 or 4 days, or maybe 2 years, when you transfer that time to our calendar. Because back then, they had a different calendar. Their calendar was the calendar whenever the star went around completely across a very long way. Like it went all the way to a different world, and then it went to a different world from there, and then it went to a different world from there, and then from there, and then it's like a train that came back around. And this star was called the star in which it goes around to another area like a train. And then that took like 2 or 3 30 years for a day to pass. And for a while they were like closed for a long time. And then that wasn't a long time though. It wasn't that long. And then so basically whenever this happened, it was very simple for things like this to happen. This is a documentary, by the way. So, like I was saying, between these two rivers, they gave it a name. And they gave this whole place a name, like a place full of places. It was called something. It was called Ork. And so, in this place, they were like existing for a long time. And when they exist, it wasn't that long. But when they exist, it wasn't that long though. When they exist, they started opening more places until a bigger place came and opened in more places whenever their places happened. So a lot of places opened, and then an even bigger place opened on top of their places. So they kept opening places, and then finally we get towards the sea a little bit, towards the sea, towards the sea, and then places started opening there too, and then a place started opening there, and then a place started opening there. But you see, like the places here, like the people who made the places could choose when or why or when or why or when or what time the place closes, or like it's gone forever. And so, and then when you go more towards the sea, you go a bit more outside in the other sea, then like a bunch of things happen whenever a place starts opening around here. So, and then, whenever that happens, another place opens, and you know what happens when a place opens. I don't know what happens. No, I know what happens. So, if you know what happens, leave a like in the comment, and feel free to subscribe and hit a bell. And you know what happens around here. And that's enough of a reward itself. So basically, this took about 3,000 years. And after 3,000 years, there was a mountain in the middle of existence. And this mountain broke through the entirety of every single realm. And it was like Mortal Kombat whenever a tournament happens. It's like a mountain being broken through a bunch of places, and it's like Mortal Kombat. So basically, Mortal Kombat was real for a time. Actually, it's still real now. So it's still going on right now, and it was like that because it's like that. So it happened, and when that happens, things happen. So I'm not gonna bother saying what happens whenever a thing happens, because it just happens. All right, it just happens whenever something happens. So whenever a place opens all across the place, places start running out of room to be in. They can't go anywhere, so they start running out of room. They ran out of room, buddy. And then when they run out of room, there needs to be a compromise for this. So they get a boat and they go somewhere else to open more places. And when they open more places, they're okay. Oh wait, so basically, the place with the boats was called Phone, and then like the other place, there were like more places involved. Like one was called Arm, another one was called Run, and then another place was called Rope, and another place. There were a lot of places involved around here, and oh yeah, another place was called Tin, and they were called something like that. They were something like that around there, something like that called like that. And then they all got a boat, and they went to more places. And I think they went like all around. Like they went to like a bunch of places. Like there, they went there, and they went there, and they went there, and they went to those islands over there, and then they went there, and then when they went there, things got real. Things got real hectic around here. They opened places there too, all over the places. And then later on, those places started to being open forever. Like they never closed. Like they're open forever. And that's basically how it happened. And ever since then, it's been like that. So ever since then, it's been like that. So it's been the same. Basically, it's like Mortal Kombat.